Yo, we back with another episode of the Coach T-Mo Show. I'm Coach C, and of course that is Coach T-Mo.
Yeah.
All right, man, let's pop right into it, man. As you see, the NCAA done instituted the rule where the Juco years don't count. So you can go to Juco as long as you want,
Right.
and it don't affect your eligibility, man. What you got to say about that?
I think I look at both, man. I think when I first seen it, I kind of jumped out the window like, oh, that's good for the high school kids because the high school kids got somewhere to go now, and the years don't count against them. And that was just from a coaching standpoint. I'm just thinking about that very, very quickly. And then I seen a post or something like that on Twitter that was like, oh, that's gonna be bad for the high school kid because now the guys who are in college can do like that bounce back thing, and they can go back or they can go to a JUCO, and those years don't count against them. So I was kind of like, oh, okay, I ain't thinking about it from that aspect. I was only thinking about it from the high school kid that can get that situation of going to a JUCO. The years don't count against them. Kind of like the old school prep. Remember back in the days they had a prep program?
Yep.
And those years don't count against those guys and stuff like that. And I also thought about it from a standpoint of player. And I was like, man, like, you know, because I had to go to JUCO rank, you know, before I got to University of Hawaii. And, you know, if I can have went 2 years to LA Valley and then go into University of Hawaii with my whole 4 to 5 years.
Right.
Oh my God, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man. So I look at it from that standpoint too, but I guess I gotta see how this thing gonna play out, man, because I think even when people first said things about the NIL, it was the same thing, like everybody like, oh, this is a good thing. Until now, some people like, oh, hold on now, this is crazy.
Right.
So I just think we gotta see how this gonna play out, how the JUCO's gonna use it, how the Power 5s or Power 4s, and how the FCS is gonna use it. Because I think really you can get connected. If you're a Power 4 school and you don't want a kid right now, you go sit him somewhere at JUCO.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? He still got his 4 to 5 years to come to your school. So I think, you know, that could be a good thing as well. A team can place a kid at a JUCO, you know what I'm saying, to get connected to a JUCO.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Power 4 or Power 5, whatever it is now, that's exactly what I would do. I hit up, you know, whatever school, you know what I'm saying, send them a few dollars, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
New jerseys, new facility or whatever. And then, hey, man, listen, I got a kid. You know, whatever, he don't make the requirements, so I got to stash him away for a year. So I mean, that's how I would do it. But when it comes to the high school side of it, it does hurt the high school kids even more. I mean, transfer portal was already doing damage, and now you got this. I mean, it just hurts the high school recruiting. You know what I mean? I mean, like from the high school side of it. I mean, what do you say to these high school kids now? Because the transfer portal was already hurting high school recruiting anyway. You know what I mean? Because they're not coming this way, and now you add this. I mean, what do you say to high school kids now who's looking like, man, I ain't really got nothing? You know
I think it builds our network because you got to be ahead of it, man. I think with me, I was, you know, I was a little bit ahead of it because soon I seen that rule. I think even before that rule, and I was already kind of pushing kids to different little junior colleges and things of that nature. So I think you just got to be ahead of it, building your network up. So I'm not always talking to Power 4s, I'm not always talking to D1 AA's, D2, D3s, and now I'm talking to JUCOs on the same level that I talk to a Division I school. So, you know, currently I think I got like maybe 2 or 3 guys set to go to a JUCO out in California. So instead of us putting our energy into something that's almost like a pipe dream, we went straight into, okay, let's tap into these JUCOs out here in Cali. This before the rule. So when the rule hit, the kids hit me back like, oh yeah, Coach T-Mo, definitely. Because now he don't even count against me. So I think being ahead of it, man, and understand like, okay, like end of the day, you know, you just got to place the kid. They got to get placed somewhere at the next level to give them opportunity, give them a foot in the door, give them opportunity, you know, to kind of further their education and for their athletic career. So if you give them a opportunity, they're fine. They just got to take the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I think also the lower level schools, those D3s and those D2s. I mean, I think they're going to get, because of the transfer portal and everything like that, I think they're going to get a much better athlete.
Yeah, that's
going to come to them now because, like I said, the transfer portal making everything hard for obviously for high school, but it's making it hard for the guys in college. I mean, it's what they say is like 5% of the guys who enter the transfer portal actually get out with a scholarship.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of tough.
I was watching. I want to say it's a Senior Bowl. Had to be watching something. They were doing one-on-ones, and it was a Division III tight end going against I want to say University of Connecticut DB or something like that. And the tight end was giving work, man. You know what I'm saying? The Division III tight end giving work. But I think that's kind of what you're saying. Like, you're going to get good play at those lower levels because back in the days, those guys, you felt like if I play against a D3 school,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's 100 by second quarter. To now that you got some good talent at that lower level. So I just think you just got to get your foot in the door, man. I think St. Thomas University down here in
Miami.
What is it, Miami?
Mm-hmm.
They got a tailback. They may have an opportunity. I want to say that guy broke all kind of records at the NAIA level, and but he got an opportunity. I don't know if he get drafted, but at least a practice squad or the prior free agent. That's what I meant to say. Prior free agent. But I can't think of the kid's name. But yeah, he was down there at St. Thomas. So I want to say last year, Kaiser sent 3 guys to FAU. You know what I'm saying? In the quarter. So you just gotta get your foot in there, man, and take the opportunity, man. Think about our kids now. It's like they get discouraged if they don't get them because I think the social media, they seeing guys with offers, they seeing guys documentaries or blogs of them at practice at a division, whatever it is that I gotta go there if it's there or bust. Not knowing, man, you got plenty of opportunities more than what I would have had when I came out. You can literally go to a Division II, Division III school, snap, and then work your way all the way up. You know what I'm saying? We had a kid, we sent Mark Cushion, went to either Alabama State or something like that. Yeah. Wound up at Florida State. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, just kind of working himself all the way down to it. You know what I mean? So you got opportunities, man.
Like with one of the differences with Division II and Division III and D1AA was always like the interior. You know what I'm saying? Those are the guys that was the big guys. You know what I'm saying? So when you're getting smashed by Michigan going against whatever school or whatever, it was because of the interior.
Right.
The skill guys, obviously not every one of them could play D1, but there were some who could have played D1. But I think now with the transfer portal, they're getting those big guys, those big tight ends, those big old linemen or whatever it is. Those guys can go there and shine and go up. But so another question I got, we just had 2 All-Star games, local All-Star games, the Palm Beach versus Treasure Coast, and then I forgot the other one name. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of it wrong or not thinking it right. Is there still the same benefit is playing those games now than maybe what it was before? Because I feel like it's you know what I mean.
You want to be, I like to be real with the kids and real with coaches that like to, that need the knowledge. But the All-Star, when you take a traditional concept and you try to modernize it, it don't work. I don't care what you do in life. If you just take a traditional situation and you try to modernize it, it's tough. You know what I mean? It's tough to adjust to that. And I think the old school All-Star games formats are tough. And I'm gonna tell you why. When we came up, you had the real, I don't want to say real and fake, but you had the real Florida and Georgia game, right? The elite top players in the state of Florida played in that game, right? But you got to also understand, and elite Georgia players played in that game. But you got to also understand that it wasn't a signing day until February. And also, a lot of guys didn't have offers at that time, right? You were winning those games to get one, right? And so you had something to play for when you go to those games, right? You had the whole state of Florida playing, the best players in the state of Florida playing as the best players in the state of Georgia. And some guys went in there to try to get opportunities and get them a scholarship offer. Then you had the old Army and Navy, the Army Bowl, right? You had that game. But also Sunday was in February. So the game was in December, maybe January,
something like that,
early January, something like that. And the Under Armour was very similar.
Yep.
Now, the players are leaving like the end of December. Some guys are playing bowl practicing.
Right.
So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Some
right.
guys are bowl practicing. So you're not getting the elite players to play in the All-Star games because a lot of these guys are signing in December. You know what I mean? So it don't have the same effect. That's one. And I think, two, you got to look at college football. College football, guys not even playing in bowl games was huge. When we play against we had a bowl game, we all play. It wasn't no thinking about sending out no bowl game, no crazy stuff like that. You played in the game.
Right.
And now I just think even with that whole little movement, now you got guys that want to play in the All-Star games and stuff like that. I think they just got to flip that thought and be able to just kind of create something new. So now you may say, okay, let me take the top juniors, right? Mm-hmm. And the top juniors play in the All-Star game. So after their junior year, come January, the state got to allow it because they tried to do it, but the state got to allow it. But the top juniors has to play in the actual All-Star game. I want to say that they tried that with like recently. They just tried that with the All-Star game, and I think they got pushback. I think some teams had to self-report, right? Because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think they got to like revamp that whole All-Star thought and probably have the All-Star game for the top juniors in January. You'll get more buy-in. You'll get more players playing in it, and then also that will also help that particular player get an offer from a school, because now I'm playing against an elite talent. Mm-hmm. And now I may have about 2 or 3 offers, but now you see me playing against elite talent, that may increase me. But start with the top juniors. I think trying to do the seniors at the end of the season, when these guys are transitioning to their colleges and stuff like that, I think we just got to revamp that situation.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a great idea. I mean, I know they try to do like the junior 50 or whatever. Where basically
this year, right?
What they did it a couple years ago.
Okay,
like they would send the juniors up there, but they would just be doing the combine.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they would just be doing the combine. But now have the juniors play an All-Star game, and then not only that is making it where college coaches can come.
There you go.
To the All-Star game or to the practices at least. You know what I'm saying? Because I think
and it holds some value. It holds some value to the athlete, because if I already done got my senior papers out, I'm dealing with transfer portal, whatever I'm dealing with, or I may be already signed, whatever it may be. What is the incentive of me playing this game? You see what I'm saying? So I just think as a junior, you have more incentive to play in the game, because now if I go in this game and I snap in January, I'm finna move up. Now I may be a 3-star. I'm finna move up to 4 and 5 because that's what I'm playing against in this All-Star game. You see what I'm saying? So I just think it's more beneficial that way. But I don't see the whole how it's beneficial to the senior.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, the college coaches, they can't come to practices right now. No. So I mean, that hurts. I know when I was in high school, they could come to practice because we had like an All-Star game in Orlando that my boy was playing in, but the school, that's how he ended up going to Iowa State.
Right.
He was like a late
bloomer.
I mean, right before he was balling and everything like that, but just that offer came like I'm talking about like the day before signing day. You know what I'm saying? And went to Iowa State, but now they can't.
Which is way different now, because now it's so much exposure the kids get. So it's kind of really hard for a school to miss.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I know kids all the time like, they're sleeping on me. It's really hard for a school to sleep on you with the technology. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It's very hard. It's not like back then when you didn't have the VHS had to get sent down. It may be on a stack of a bunch of other ones, and coach got the tape and put it in, that kind of stuff. But now it's very hard for a team to be to sleep on the athlete. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, with social media, and I can send the huddle. I can just open my phone and click the huddle and see the tape and everything like that. I mean, it's true. I mean, it hasn't been a whole lot of kids. I mean, there's been some obviously, but it hasn't been a whole lot of kids I've seen that didn't get a big time offer, went to a small school and snapped. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, obviously there's some, but I mean, even think about just in Palm Beach County. I mean, it's either the guys went to D1, they balled out. I mean, there were, 1 or 2, Pierre Garçon or something like that went to D3, but there ain't been a whole bunch of them that was like, they ain't get a little good look.
Just a miss, yeah.
Went somewhere and then they snapped somewhere else. You know what I mean?
And it's hard for you to miss also, in major cities. I mean, if you go to like, you got to play out in Markley, something like that, or Sewanee, something like that. You know what I mean? It was kind of like that, but it's hard to miss. Broad Day, Palm Beach. You know what I'm saying? That because you're just in a major city, and when it comes to like you're not so far out from the airport. That a school may not ride all the way out west. You know what I'm saying? To go see a kid or something like that. So I just think it's very hard, like in the modern time, to miss on the play because of technology. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard.
Yeah, I mean, even with, like I say, in those All-Star games, I mean, the ones that, for the seniors now. It's not even a whole lot of fanfare about it either. Like, you don't really, like, I hate to say this on camera, but I didn't even know we had somebody playing in the Treasure Coast in Palm Beach.
The promotion, man.
The promotion,
you know what I'm saying? The promotion. And that's, again, man, you gotta revamp the whole thing. You gotta, you need a marketing situation. You need a marketing piece. You know what I'm saying? You need people, you need eyes. You need viewers, you know what I'm saying? You need, be honest, you need college coaches. You need all those kind of things to promote and to push the All-Star game. And then I think also got to revamp it. I think you got to start taking the top juniors, get the state to give you the okay, but start taking the top juniors, and then you take the top juniors playing that game in January, like you said, you got Division I schools coming out to watch now. These guys are juniors. Let them play in the game. I'm not saying get rid of the whole thing. I'm saying just move it all the way up to a year earlier for those juniors and not have the seniors play in it. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I was just thinking like that. I think you get more involvement. Like you would knew that if we get some juniors to play in that game,
right? Yep.
Like everybody in the county to be there. I mean, it'll be packed. You know what I mean? Because you want to see that game. You want to see the top juniors play in that game and see who had the better kids coming back to for their senior year.
That's true. So we need to patent that idea for somebody steal it. But no, that's definitely a great idea. I mean, even with that, we're talking about promotion, and something I've brought up before is the promotion in general, but just about South Florida games, South Florida football, and like for the fanfare and attendance and everything like that. Like, why wasn't that game on a local TV station? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that game should have been or live somewhere. It should have been live somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely always feel like that about just high school games in general during the season. I mean, every week.
And I also say this though, because this is what most people say. You know what I'm saying? That when it comes to just South Florida sports in general, or just state of Florida, that you don't have the same push that a Texas or Georgia may have, right? Like those stadiums that they have, like why get these big stadiums and everybody ain't gonna show up to those things, or whatever it may be. But I also think that Georgia and Texas do a better job of forcing the kids to play kind of where they stay at. So you have a lot of that community, like Valdosta, right?
Right.
Those kids come up, bro. Like they come up in Valdosta, Georgia. I'm going to be a Wildcat. I'm going to Valdosta. You know what I'm saying? Gainesville, Georgia.
Grange.
What's the other one they got there? Milton and the green one. Grayson. So you come up knowing I'm going to go to those schools. You know what I'm saying? And I think the same thing is true for Texas. Florida is a little different because we don't enforce that. So you have a lot of kids going to schools either outside of their county or outside of the city that they stay in. And what happens is it reduces the fan interaction with the team, because I really don't know these kids like that. To come out here on a Friday night. Now I may have went to that school, right, but that school don't look nothing like when I went there. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I just think, because if you see anything, I mean, I promise you, and I hope you can edit this clip so they can see within Miami Northwestern, right, when they went to state,
right,
and you seen the crowd at state, you seen Miami Northwestern crowd at state.
9,000, I think it's
right. You would have thought that's a Texas State championship game. And then once they won the state, if you seen the clip when they was at the school,
celebration,
like a car show, type deal at the school. You know what I'm saying? Because those fans support Northwestern like that on that level, and back in the days, you had GC like that. You had Pahokee like that. You had all the different schools that around the state that, you kind of understood who to play. You knew those kids when they were 5, 6 years, they jitterbug. 5, 6 years old, you knew them. So when they came all the way up to be in high school, they neighborhood stars. So I'm saying, we can have that same push. It's just that we have to enforce something that these kids are not just playing all over the place, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm man. And I don't want to sound like the old man get off my lawn kind of thing. But if you kind of want that fan interaction with the team and that support, you got to start allowing these kids to play, or forcing them to play kind of where they stay at. Because if they go all the way around playing and this and that, leaving the county, going here and going there, it's kind of tough. And it's no knock to the private schools, but a lot of kids even doing that. You know what I mean? They're playing in the private schools that not in their community. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so now you look at the student body and you look at the football team, they look completely different. You know what I mean? Completely different. So, and it should never have to be that way, but that's kind of what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah, I mean, even to that effect is when I was younger, or when we were all younger. One, I guess it wasn't as many high schools at that time too, but there was more connection between the youth league and the high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. There was a lot more there. I remember Apopka. I use Apopka as a perfect example. When I was little in the 90s, I mean, whatever Apopka was running at Wing T in high school, it was directly running that in the youth league. And those kids were playing Apopka Blue Darters in Pop Warner. whatever middle school, and as soon as they get out of middle school, they're going straight to Paco Blue Dog.
I want to say Osceola Kissimmee is kind of
Kissimmee.
very similar.
Kissimmee Cowboys is exactly like that.
Same thing. I remember going to I was at Oxbridge, and we would take some kids up to a camp, and we take some kids up to a camp. And University of Auburn, went to University of Auburn camp, and we was up at University of Auburn, and we seen a kid who played at the Trinity School in Jacksonville. They was rolling at this time, and it was Trinity. It was kind of like Chaminade at the time. They was going to stay almost every year. And so that kid was already, I guess he had to be like a freshman all the way up, already up there. This in the summer. And I remember he seen us like, hey man, what school y'all play at? He said, I coach at Osbridge. These guys here, they all play at Osbridge. And he said, oh, okay. He said, I'm from Trinity. I said, okay, Trinity up in Jasmine. He said, yeah. I said, yeah, we may meet in state this year. You know what I'm saying? May meet in state this year. So probably gonna be either us or American Heritage Delray, but one of us gonna meet y'all in state. And I said, I think we got a shot because all y'all gone. You know what I'm saying? He said, Coach, man, no. He said, man, it goes from Little League up there. All the Little League guys go straight to Trinity. He said, them boys might be more stacked and more loaded than when we was there. And I was like, wow. It was eye-opening to me. I was like, wow. Because here in the county, we don't too much have, you don't go from Little League, Part League, because we don't have a middle school program, so you don't really go from Little League, Part League or whatever, go straight to a particular high school. You may hit one Little League team. You see the announcement, they choose it from 8 different schools.
I mean, last year,
some of them were choosing from schools down in Broward. They were playing Little League.
A couple of them went to Broward.
In Palm Beach. Say that now, they're going to a school in Broward.
A couple of them went to Broward.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I know Delray Rocks had kids from Delray. Some of them come to Palm Beach. Some of them come all the way up north. Some of them going down south. You know, Broward and Dade County playing. So you know, it's a different situation. But down there in Dade, a lot of the times, them guys leave straight from the league that they playing in. They go straight into the high school that's adjacent to that school. So a lot of them got the names of the school, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, in their name in Little League. So it's a little different thing, bro, when it comes down to, you know, how to kind of fix the county a little bit, that things look a little different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you know, and, you know, I want to make sure I say this, you know, in the right way, but Palm Beach County coaching is not as cohesive and together as how it should be. And it's never been like that. I've been in Palm Beach County since 2009.
Man, and I don't get it, man. You know what I mean? And I'm always trying to big up the county like that, man. But you like how separated that we are, you know, as a Palm Beach County coaching, fraternity, coaching, whatever you want to call it. But But we are separate, man, and I don't know how you'll fix that, man, because you have it in pockets, and I look at certain programs, and you know, like us here at Lakes, right? Most people from outside in would say, okay, well, because of association, Lakes is connected to St. Andrews, you know, because Timo came from St. Andrews with Jimbo, and Gad them, and you say, okay, we connected to Park Vista because of Hannah and Rod them over at Park Vista. Then you would say, okay, he may be connected to Dwyer at some sort because Willie and Stuck coach together at Benjamin together. You know what I'm saying? But when you don't have that kind of connection like that, and you don't know another staff like that, or you have no kind of connection there, I think a lot of times that whole not knowing each other turn into beef, like just natural beef. Like you know, I don't like them, they don't like me, and you know, we'll keep it at that. And we just so separated, and we become separated. And like I said again, it kills the county, man. It don't kill, you know, it don't kill most individual programs. It kill the county. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point I was giving last time talking about West Boca. How you know, I'm in a circle with these guys, so I'm hearing the conversations how people dislike what West Boca did. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like West Boca got a lot of kids from Broward because they go to that school and wherever their system is over there, the way they did it. But I'm like, man, instead of thinking like that, how about we think about we just got one for the county. So now that we want one from the county, we could say, what is it, 6A program, 5A, whatever that is?
Whatever it is.
Right, whatever that is. We got one of those in the county, so now it's time for another team to step up you know, in one of these 4A, 3A, 7A, 6, whatever it is, and now it's time for us to step up, because that's kind of what Broward do, right? Or they scream out South Florida and they exclude Palm Beach.
They exclude Palm Beach.
You see what I'm saying?
Don't
So
include
when they say South Florida, unless we win, and we don't win, man, it's South Florida. We talking about Broward and Dade. We ain't talking about Palm Beach. Palm Beach part of Georgia Coast. Right.
No,
they push us up there.
100%.
You know what I mean? We kind of in the middle, just sitting here. But back in the days, you know, if you look back farther enough, you know, Palm Beach kind of well it was. But now it's just like I said, the time right now we so separated, and then now our talent is so diluted, and then our kids play down south, and play at these programs and stuff. I just seen the kid the other day running down there playing in Broward. You know what I'm saying? So we got to keep the kids here, but we also got to have county pride and stop all that bickering and telling and all. I mean, it's crazy around here, man.
The reporting coming.
I'm talking about all the telling them people.
Come on, man. Like what benefit do you get out of reporting, bro? Like,
I have no idea, man. And you know what? When I see coaches even saying that on Twitter, you know what I mean? You may see certain things happen, and you may have another coach comment, expose them, coach. What they're doing to those kids in that program, and you know what I'm saying, or whatever it may be. Now, I'm not saying like the coach went wrong. I'm not picking on sides, but you let people who deal with that. You know what I mean? Not you going on Twitter and expose them, coach, and this and that and this. Come on, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. It ain't that serious. Man.
It really ain't that serious. I mean, I don't even know how to get to the FHSAA to even call. Who you even call? Like what? Like boy, who you?
Listen, them boy be doing the names up there. Them boy be knowing the contact, what time to call the people, everything, man. I'm talking about crazy. Listen, I know right now. I promise you, Carl Newman name in the state right now.
Oh yeah, that's just bringing up there.
God,
gotta bring it up there.
Listen, I'm talking about they probably getting emails. Listen, boy, I know them niggas getting emails every day about Carl Newman right now.
DeSantis probably getting emails.
Listen, Carl Newman is the bully right now. Listen, man, people hot. People hot with Jack, man, but I don't get all that, man. Hey, coach, what you got, man? It is what it is, man.
Coach, what you got. I
think the same thing. I think West Boca, Carl Newman, obviously, and you probably want to throw Atlantic in there. I want to say right now, man, people just, people despise what they got going on, man. You got to listen, man. Coach your kids up, man. Coach them up. Whatever you got, coach them.
I want to win as bad as the next man. Trust me. But but either way, even if you do report them, you don't get no benefit from it. Like you don't get nothing come. Like it ain't like the kid come back your kid.
Right. He ain't finna leave Newman go back to. He ain't finna leave West Boca go back to yours. He ain't finna leave Atlantic go back to yours. Whatever. No, he ain't doing none of that. Like end of the day, coach what you got, man. Coach what you got. And if you feel like in your spirit and your heart you built that kid up, then just and you created that, then just create another one. That's it.
There you go, create another one. Yeah.
I
mean, if you report a kid anyway, like you really don't really want that kid back because he finna come back with attitude.
Right. You know you told.
You talk. Like
I'm not going back there.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going back there. No, that's it. That's dead. I'm not going back there. So even that, like do you want the kid? If the kid left you,
right?
Do you really want him in your program? Because if he in your program, he gonna terrorize. You know what I mean? Man, ain't living no way state.
Right.
I ain't coming to practice.
No,
I ain't put my shoes on and go out and play barefoot. They ain't gonna do nothing you tell. Whatever you say, I'm doing opposite. I'm doing completely opposite. And what's gonna happen? He's gonna bring the whole team down. So my thing is, hey man, if you feel it's better for you, go and be better at that. Because some situations are better for kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it. So you gotta be on both ends of the sticks of it. Every school in the county, it's not one school. Every school in the county been on both ends of it. So it's not like a situation that you just block every kid from coming to your school. No, you don't do it. So it is what it. And I keep saying this. It's not. I'm not saying okay. Is it something? Yeah, but also it's a lot of the high school kids as well that talk to other high school kids, or they may play little league together, or whatever it may be. That they kind of talk, they kind of link back up and stuff like that. But I just think, like I said, you kind of be on both ends of the state. That's
if you're a good coach, you're gonna run into you're gonna get players, and then as you build, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose just because you may get too many in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Carl Newman, they're gonna lose somebody just because they're gonna holler. So at some point,
just like West Boca, they just lost a quarterback.
Only
the quarterback just went and replaced him. I mean, the same athlete. So, you know what I mean? Like it's not like they lost. that kid and they brought in a pocket passer.
No,
they
no,
brought in a
no.
sit, you know, the same as that kid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, man. I'm, you know, me personally, I don't see them both play. That kid, he a dog.
He a dog, man. He the reason why they beat Sherman.
He a dog, man.
When he scored the game-winning touchdown.
Man, so you lose that, you bring that. Oh, come on, man. That's you know. So at the end of the day, like, you know, again, I'm not connected to the West Boca program, but I ain't came across nothing when that kid left. They cried about it when he went to St. Thomas.
Nothing.
They said anything gonna turn St. Thomas in. Ain't about none of that.
None of that.
The minute that kid left, that kid went to West Boca. We all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
we all right.
I mean, you know, and we know how the thing works. That was probably already in the process. You know what I'm saying? That was in the process, whatever. You know what I mean? Now we'll see what happens with the cousin, with the running back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
But
interesting.
even
That kid didn't play that much last year. So.
even if he go, the kid they got behind him pretty good.
He's
Number
pretty
24.
good.
He like
the one took him to state.
that kid pretty good.
Right.
So they ain't probably really hurting like that.
So they okay. And that's every lot of program. I'm sure the same thing with Atlantic. Atlantic lose a receiver down there.
Yep.
To Dilla or St. Thomas, somewhere
Well,
down there.
I think
They
it was
lost a
St.
kid
Thomas.
somewhere in Broward. They lost a kid to that kid. Listen, man, I'm sure Atlanta feel like, man, we got
right.
we got receivers, and we can walk in the classroom and
pick
four
up
receivers sitting in that
exactly.
classroom. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So they not really, you know, tripping like that down there.
Most of the rocks go to there anyway.
They
like,
trying
all
to
right,
receive.
fine.
Right. We okay. You got that, St. Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's you know.
Dilla, whatever you want.
But I mean, if more coaches felt like that, I mean, obviously you don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been on that end of I've been on that same end of the spectrum. I had a kid leave right like back when you could play, like when you could just transfer.
Mm-hmm.
We was about to play Atlantic. I mean, not Atlantic. We was about to play American Heritage for the spring game.
Mm-hmm.
I think he left like 2 weeks before that game.
Mm-hmm.
Went to American Heritage, and he was allowed to play, and we played him.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You just gonna be a part of that sometimes. Sometimes it's gonna hit you, and then
it gonna hurt. It gonna hurt.
Cut to 2018.
I want to say y'all. Before I got there with Tino with Central, Jordan Travels was at Palm Beach Central.
Jordan Travels there.
Left Palm Beach Central and went to Benjamin.
Yep.
And I think the year after he, probably a year in that gap, King came, Nato came, Mark. I mean,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you on both ends of the stick with that situation. I might more than that. So you're on both ends of the stick. So you got to kind of understand, like, you know, sometimes you're gonna lose, sometimes you're not. But I think just the whole, you know, do this and do that, and like, man, listen, man, or going on Twitter and everybody say that, oh, the grass not greener come in. Man, listen, man. All them quotes and stuff, man. Listen, coach the kids that you got. Man. All them quotes and all that there. You'll never want to let them see you sweat, man.
But sometimes the grass is greener though.
Very green. Very green.
Sometimes the grass is greener.
Very green. I mean, very green. And like I say, every situation is completely different. And some kids can go over there and flourish, whatever program they go to. And some kids go over there and it don't work out. But again, you don't want the kid in your program, he got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So son, if you feel like that'll be a better situation for you, you really don't want to be here, then I respect it, I understand it. And you know, and you go and you know, and you hope and you wish, you know, you hope the best for the kid. You know what I'm saying? You don't really try to be throwing quotes out there and shooting shots at them, you know, or shooting shots at the other program and stuff like that. Because I'm sure those guys got good intentions. I'm just being real. They got good. Now you may feel like they took your players bad attention, but they got good intentions. Why they take them? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
You're trying to win.
You know, whatever the reason is. So I'm sure they got the good intentions in heart, but you got to understand, man. Like you know, you got to come together some kind of way, man. You got to come together.
Yeah, I mean, it's even, you know, because I be dealing with the youth league level stuff a lot with Coach Neely.
Yeah. I
mean, it's like that on the youth league.
Yeah,
them coaches ain't together like that either. I mean, they don't even play each other. You know what I'm saying? Like the Delray Rocks don't play, the Palm Beach Guards don't play, the Rams don't play. You know what I'm saying?
Feel like you getting kids from here, and all that. Yeah.
I mean, this year was the first time they even really had a you know, big thing about it. They had the 13U Rams play the 13U Palm Beach Gardens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was a big thing. You know, but they don't do that all the time. You know what I'm saying?
And that's I think that's high school is a problem as well. Like I just think good always play good. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times the good play bad, and it hurts our account with those guys getting into the playoffs and stuff like that. So when you know it looks good that you're going 9-1, 10-0, you know it looks good. You know what I'm saying? But you know you go on that thing. You know what I'm saying? Look at Northwestern, how they dominated the whole entire playoff. Northwestern regular season record, I think they lost 3. In the regular season, 2 or 3, you know what I'm saying? And they dominated the entire play because they played people. Here in the county, no. Hey, well, let me go call, no respect to these schools again, but let me go call John I. Let me go call Nipper Heights. Hell, even us at times. Let me go call Lace, whatever it may be.
Right.
So, you go call those teams and play those teams. And you got a stacked team. And you go and you become 9-1 and 10-0. And then you go play Apaka, Dr. Phillips,
right.
Vero. You know what I'm saying? It's different. You see what I'm saying? Because those teams actually playing people. Up in that one thing about the Central Florida area, they're going to play. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Church Coast area, they're going to play. Look at Church Coast schedule every year.
Yeah.
Look what Vero did last year, how they bumped up. So, even here in the county, right, our guys don't play, they all don't play each other. How good that game would have been last year with West Boca and Cardinal?
Been real good.
Would have been crazy. Atlantic and Newman.
Been crazy.
Would have been crazy,
right.
right? You know what I'm saying? I don't think Central played too many of those guys last year. Not last year, the year before they did.
I think they played Atlantic for the kickoff class, and I think they played Benjamin.
Yeah, and Benjamin was kind of in the middle a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't play Newman, they didn't play, certain teams last year. I'm not saying it's a Central fault, I'm just saying like some kind of way they should have came together and had those games scheduled, because those games in the city do numbers. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of how the game that changed all, not to say in a negative way, but the game that changed the whole 6 o'clock start time.
Yep.
The game we had in 2018 versus Dwight, it went the whole summer. People were saying who got the better team between Dwight and Palm Beach Central.
Big
You know what I mean? When Jackson was at Dwight. So we went into the whole summer. That was the most anticipated game
It was.
in years.
It was.
It was a kickoff classic game that we had over at Palm Beach Central. It was, you couldn't even find a seat.
You had to park. You couldn't park in the school
Right.
parking lot. You had to park down the street to park.
Down Oka Healy. You had to park Oka Healy and walk across the bridge to the game. When the last time Palm Beach didn't even have a game like that? You talking about playoffs games?
Right.
It wasn't like that.
Right.
So we played that game knowing, because that game wasn't even scheduled. I want to say Tino went back in, we probably got like in July or something like that, and scheduled that kickoff classic game. We probably on the second year of the contract from another school, and say, okay, now let's get out of that, let's play Dwight. You know what I mean? Because we knew that game was going to do numbers. It's just unfortunate that the situation that happened out there. But if that game, you felt like it was a state championship game. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And it was a dogfight between both teams before the situation happened. But that was the mindset. Let's go play this. Let's go play this game. You know what I'm saying? When I was with Doug and Ken and Keenum at Oxbridge, when American Heritage had molded them. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, that game! I'm telling you, that between those two games right there, I had never coached in that kind of atmosphere, coaching between those two games. That game I want to say that was 15 against Heritage. The first time we played, not in the playoff. Yeah. The first time we played Heritage, that game at Heritage, man, I'm telling you, it was electric. And then, because that was Motor versus Travis, and they went at it. And then we went and played. It was 18 when we played when we played the Wire. When they had Tay Tatum and safety, and we had Kingdom, and we went at it. You know what I mean? And that was electric. So I just think schools got to do that. You know what I'm saying? They got to say, okay, let's get that pride back by playing each other. Because we know we're going to play Central every year.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's going to be electric every single time. The game they had last year, the Mobo was crazy. So
yeah, I mean, like if I was like say if I was at FAU, if I was a coach at FAU or somewhere else, what I would do is have that first weekend
showcase.
Had a showcase, bro. Yep. All the big schools, y'all gonna play Friday night, Saturday.
Please patent that one too. You got it right. That's huge. Have a showcase. Kind of how Broward, what is it? Broward Day. They had a showcase down there in Broward at St. Thomas.
I think, whatever.
Yeah, but they have a showcase down there. They bring in teams from other states though, or whatever.
FAU. There's an idea. Whatever the new coach name is. Have a damn showcase, bro.
Week
Have
zero. A showcase.
But you have Atlantic West Boca.
And then when you kind of just word it up as a kickoff class, it don't count against it. You get more teams probably want to do it because it's hard for week one. But week zero, you say, hey man, we're gonna put y'all in the showcase. Because a lot of times classic games is not, you don't have contracts with those.
Right. So
it's like, okay, you play a classic game this year, next year, you got a whole different classic game. So week zero, have a showcase, 4 teams, start 12 noon. At FAU, and you make and you're not saying force teams to play, but
they going to play.
Yeah, you set it up. Right? It's week zero. Play.
At FAU, big game. Atlantic West Boca.
Got schools on the sideline. Got ESPN probably tapped into it. Play the game, man. And like I say that, and you doing that, you'll see a little different trend that's being set. In our county kids, I just don't feel like we play. I don't think the elite play the elite. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times the elite play the bad. You know what I'm saying? And then somewhere in the middle, play the bad. You know what I'm saying? So I just think a lot of times you want to get those teams that's kind of alike playing each other.
Which I understand. Like, I mean, I believe, you know what I'm saying, we're building at this, you know, Palm Beach Lakes name, and if we ever get to what we believe we're gonna get to, I already know we ain't ducking no competition. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Look, we playing now. Right, look, we play now. So, GC 91 last year, Juco 91 last year, Palm Beach Central 91 last year. We playing them right now. You know what I'm saying? So we know we first year John Carroll were undefeated last year. We played them. Look at our schedule. Right. You know, if John Carroll's a regular season game, John Carroll went undefeated last year. Palm Beach Central lost, what, I think, one before the playoffs? Or something like that. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Jupiter lost one to West Boca. That's all. They went 9-1, I wouldn't say.
Two. They lost two? Palm Beach Central.
Right. They lost Palm Beach. They went 8-2 last year. They went third round, played them. Played Palm Beach Central, just said played them. So, played Central, 9-1. Sure. You see what I mean? So, playing people. You know what I'm saying? Playing people. And so, you know, definitely, you know, if I got a bet, I tell you, them same team, we got to play now. You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't look at the call and, oh, no, that Timo, man. No, because I played you and, you know, we weren't able to match up like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I definitely think teams should play.
Every year. I mean, I don't understand why you would want to duck competition, you know what I'm saying? But it is.
In all respect, down the road down there, Cardinals, because the Cardinals did last year. Cardinals had a very, very young team. Right. And Coach Higgins really made that schedule, really threw them in the fire. You know what I'm saying? Really threw them in the fire to get his team ready to play, I'm sure, this year because the second year of the contract. So he really threw them out there. So he definitely scheduled like that.
Yeah, I mean, even with that, I don't think I seen no tweets from him about grass is greener and like that. He lost a dog. He lost a dog.
Man, Cards lost about 4 or 5.
Right, they lost a couple of. Yeah, you're right. They lost a couple.
I want to say 4 or 5, right?
Right. It was in the version losing another one, but
he never come out. You don't never see him sweat. And before that, I think the first way when he lost Baby Josh them and Myron Boy. Right. So when he lost Myron Boy and Baby Josh them, I ain't think he came out in the press. Okay, I don't think he came out and say anything about that either. Like, he just, kid left, and that's what it was, and he went on about his business. So, you know, I respect him for not, you know, for not doing all that either. You know, but you know, you see certain ones in our county that kind of go that route and stuff like that, or put their resignation in. They want to spend time with family. You know, just. You know how they go.
Yeah. You know, when you're losing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's time to spend time with family.
Your wife look good. Your wife look good then.
I want to say 1 year. I seen it, bro. Listen, 1 year. I can't think what year it was. And if I did, I probably won't say it here because I know what I'm talking about. But I remember, boy, he was getting hit. I mean, they were taking everything. And I had said to one of the other coaches, I said, well, he finna put his resignation in. And I really felt he was. I like, man, you know, he getting hit, man, if he coach that team like that. Yeah. And I remember seeing that tweet and they said, like, man, I just want to spend time with family. You know what I'm saying? Because it hit you, man. Wife at home, crying, whining about what time I get home at night. Right. And then I'm looking around, y'all leaving me. Yep. Oh no, boy, y'all got this.
And if your wife is, you know, a certain type, she was like, man, you know, you doing all that, you still losing. Right. We could have won the ball last week.
You go somewhere else. No, you know what I mean? And boy,
you watch a film, we could have won them all.
Right.
You know you're going to get smashed.
But them boys put the resignations in quick, but they ain't got nothing like that. But and that shows, you know, when you do that, and then now the old group of kids go somewhere, it's like a revolving door, man. And but I think we got a sense of, we got a little consistency now, man. In the county, I don't see that too many guys. I know Stelman stepped down over here at Osbridge. I know
Kressler.
That was a big one. Yeah. But he stepped down, and then Weddington guy stepped down. So I can think of nobody else, right? Everybody else still intact.
As far as I know, right now anyway.
Yeah. Well, we only got 3 right now, so you know. So you know, you give it a little time, like you said, and people look around a little bit, so they got to come back. Right. Put them resignations in.
We brought up FAU. Is the FAU doesn't put a gate around Palm Beach County and don't let nobody out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
everybody, I heard, I seen Gavin talking about this on Twitter about a few coaches was kind of going at it about that Palm Beach County thing. When the guy when he got fired and stuff now.
He got fired.
Okay, and when he got fired, he was like, it don't matter. The next coach will come in and do the same thing.
Do the same thing.
this is what I'm saying. And I won't. Cause I know Gad watches stuff too. This is what I want to say to that though. Of why the way it is, how I look at this, how I view it. And I don't know if it's true or not. I think FAU look at themselves like a poor man Miami, right? So in saying a poor man Miami, I'm not being disrespectful to FAU at all, but I'm saying like a poor man Miami, within their thoughts when a style will go in there. What I mean by that is that they don't want to get like, okay, because the new well, I don't know how long they've been doing it, but the new wave has been these stars, right? 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, whatever it may be. A lot of the times, us high school coaches, we say, okay, man, this kid is a dog. He's not ranked by the recruiting services, but I know he's a dog. Like, why FAU just don't take him, right? FAU looking at it like, nah, you just be sending this to me. Send me that 4-star you had. Right. That's going to Georgia. You see what I'm saying? So FAU looking at it like, we do want to put a fence around Palm Beach County. We want Ted Hoffman. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm saying. We want him. You see what I'm saying? Or we want a kid like Chauncey Bourne not too long ago. Right. You know what I'm saying? Baby Johnson. We want them. You see what I'm saying? We don't want you to send me this. Right. So you got that same 3 to 4. Why you don't tell that 3 to 4-star to come to us? Like you telling this other kid to come to us. You see what I'm saying? Right, yeah. And so I think that's the gate that FAU talking about, but we talking about a completely different gate. You see what I'm saying? Right, so our gate's not the same. Yeah, okay. You see what I'm saying? Right. So when we talking about gates, FAU say, yeah, I do want to do a gate, but you sitting that 4-star to Florida. Well, yeah, I ain't talking about him, I'm talking about this other gate.
Right. Exactly. That's how I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
You see what I'm saying? So they looking at it like, oh, no, you ain't finna try me like that. So they say, okay, we're not going to recruit that then. We'll go over here to Missouri, right? And get this 3-star that ain't going to the University of Missouri. He not going to Nebraska. So we'll go get him and bring him down to South Florida. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the first thing we say is, oh no, way better than that. But he just ain't no 3. Well, 247 don't say he better than him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I know we're better than him, the one you sent to Florida State. So can I get him? No, you can't get him.
Can't get him. Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we gotta think about it. We're not talking about the same gate. You see what I'm saying?
They need to change their gate then.
Right. That's a hard concept.
Okay, with that, right? You had Teddy Hoffman committed.
Right.
And he ain't flipped it till the day before or the day of signing day.
What Teddy go to Florida State?
No, he went to NC State.
See, ACC.
Okay, yeah, but it wasn't Clemson. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't Syracuse.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I'm
saying? Ted gonna choose the ACC before he choose the.
Now had they offered Lincoln the quarterback, Ted might have could. I mean, I'm just saying, but that's another incentive.
No, not Ted.
But I'm saying that's another incentive. I'd have been doing anything. Like, come on, Ted, bro. Like, here's the quarterback. I'm bringing both of y'all along. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing anything if I'm FAU to keep a guy like Ted at FAU.
Ted, I don't think Ted would have still showed.
But he just flipped. Like he ain't.
Yeah, he did.
He did it right. Like either day of or day before. It wasn't like he flipped the week 2-3 weeks prior. He had just did that.
I don't know. I get the angle you pushing with it. I just still think they would have got a kid like him.
Like I'm at the house. Like I'm at the house. If I'm the head coach, I'm living at the house, knocking on the door. Like, hold on, mama, come on, like, come on, like, what we gotta do?
And that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, I guess in a sense you're saying the same thing, but I think FAU need to push other coaches to do that. You see what I'm saying? So, now, for example, they come get a kid that we got that's elite, probably opportunity to go somewhere else. And as a coach, we say, okay, look, man, they're going to take this kid here too. Right. And both of y'all together can go and start that trend of everybody from Palm Beach County, the elite players of Palm Beach County, going to FAU. All the way back when Miami did it. Right. But it was in the 70s or something, whenever they did it. All the way back when they did it, right? They did it. It didn't take like 1 or 2 classes to do that. Right. And once they did that, it put Miami on a different kind of trajectory. I think it's going to take about 2 or 3 classes to do it. But it's going to take the coaching styles here in Palm Beach County to push that. We can't just say, go take my kid, ain't nobody looking at. Right. And FAU say, no, I want a kid who everybody looking at. Remember Prime said that.
Yeah, right.
When Prime said that, Prime said, no, don't show me to him. Show me the one that said like a gorilla in there.
Right, right.
I want him, the one you trying to send to Georgia.
Right.
Bring him, you know what I'm saying? So I think if coaches started to say, okay, look, the top 5 or 6, what would they feel the top 5 or 6 programs in the county is? Get those coaches, say, listen, I need y'all. I need y'all to help me push this FAU program. And by giving back to y'all, I'm gonna throw another center about it. I'm telling you, coach, listen to me. This is another one too. FAU coach, what's his name is?
I don't even know.
Oh, whatever the coach is. Okay, go in there. Say, coach, the top 5 program we got on our board. We gonna pull each one of y'all assistants. Kind of what Miami do. Right. Look at Miami coach staff. Yeah, they go to Carroll City. They go nowhere. Whatever. Miami Central. I'm gonna take each one of them.
I'm got 2 for South Ridge.
Right. I'm gonna take your OC. Put him here. I'm gonna take this receiver coach. Put him there. I'm gonna take the DB coach. Put him there. I'm gonna show you my faith.
Right.
I'm gonna take 5 of y'all coaches from each one of these programs and put them in my program. Now I need y'all to send y'all top players or help me recruit your top players and send those guys to FAU. Right. Now I don't know if it's illegal to do that, but try. Right. And so now
probably is.
Right. So at this particular point, now you have somebody in there. So you wonder why Ruben Bain will go to University of Miami.
Right.
Look, his old head coach is one of the coaches at University of Miami.
Yeah, makes sense.
You see what I'm saying? It makes sense for them to go there. Same thing with Florida doing. Same thing with Florida State doing. Florida State did the exact same thing. They when it came down here and got Certain. And since Certain, you know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, FAU really want to, get the elite players out of Palm Beach County to go there. You got to do it like that. You can't just sit here and say that this player is good at FAU. Now he ain't like my folks now, but he good. Take him.
Right.
They looking at you like, nah, I don't want him. Give me that one that you just trying to send over here to Michigan. Give me that one.
I understand and I feel that, right? But I think again, going back to Ted's situation. That situation is a little bit different than that one. Yes, that all that is a great idea. It's exactly what they should do. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't take Palm Beach County coaches and go to college. I mean, ain't been that many.
Don't do it.
There ain't been that many Palm Beach County coaches.
I kind of get hit like that. Dade and Broward get that kind of.
They get hit all the time.
They get that olive branch.
I mean, that's exactly what they should do. I mean, even if you don't, let's say, put a coach on staff. I mean, so but this past summer they had the little offensive line training at FAU. And I went up there and all the other schools went up there. That should have been the time to be like, listen, guys, we need all your dogs to come to FAU. You know what I'm saying? What do we need to do? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no cameras in here.
And you know why this works? Because you don't need an entire physical move. So, if a school, say Mississippi State, Coach C, why don't you come to Mississippi State?
Right.
$50,000 salary. Quality control coach.
I need more than that.
Right? You see what I'm saying? So you're like, nah, I got the whole move, I got the family, I got to do $50,000.
Right.
So my wife got to get it. No, I was there where I'm at doing that, right? So you don't make that move like that. Now it's different if FAU say,
100%.
I'm going to give you $50,000 to come in and coach football.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I ain't got to move nowhere.
Nope.
You got what I'm saying? So I just think that it works better because we don't get that olive branch.
At all.
Broward and Dade get that. Every time they hire a new coach, they go straight down. Mario Chris Ball came in when they got Mount Central coach. Yep. Day one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long Cooney, your homeboy, been down there. I don't know how long he been.
A couple years now.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Mike Rump back in the day with when to talk him. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is Palm Beach County styles, right? When the Palm Beach FAU coach come in here, who can hire from the county? Nobody, right? Nobody that we know of.
Nobody, yeah.
Right? So they ain't going into no program to say, let me go to St. Lucie and holler at, okay, here, let me take your linebacker coach. Let me put him at FAU as this, right? So now I got to plug into St. Lucie. So the kid might not go to Michigan. The kid might go to FAU.
They should have been on West Boca campus then.
You see what I'm saying? Let me plug one at West Boca.
Plug Dylan, you come on.
That's what I'm saying. Let me plug one at Atlantic. Let me plug one at Carnegie. Gardens, whatever. Let me plug one, right? If I plug one there, then guess what? If I want that kid, now I have a way in for that kid.
True.
You see what I'm saying? So now, because you think about it, take our top 8 kids in the county last year who signed Power 5 or Power 4. Those kids go to FAU, you talking about a different trajectory for FAU.
Different trajectory.
You put the kid from St. Louis at he started at FAU probably the first day he walked on campus.
Right now.
Put Ted on FAU with that kid.
Right now.
Come on, man.
Right now.
He's about a whole different situation. Go put the kid that played running back at Cardinal, go put him at FAU.
Yep.
All those kids, man. So if you put all those kids in that situation, like that's a different situation. At FAU. The two at Seminole Ridge.
Right. Yeah.
Instead of going to Gainesville, put that linebacker at FAU.
Yeah.
Come on, man. So you do, but guess what? You need Seminole Ridge coach. At FAU. They're going to bless you.
Right, yeah.
Bless them.
Right, yeah.
Push in and grab a coach. You got unlimited coaches now.
Unlimited coaches. Right, you're right.
Unlimited so NCAA told you get unlimited coaches. on field too, I think. Unlimited coaches. What's going to hurt you to come in and say, Coach, let me take one of your coaches and put him at FAU if you know you're recruiting this kid?
Deion took two high school guys from down here. I mean, not from down here, from Fort Myers. Two of them.
Come on, man. Smart. Right. Come on, smart. Because you already thinking like that. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is you got to kind of have that thought process when you take over a job like that. There's no way that I would have came into I
don't think FIU do it either.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Now he getting smart now. He don't grab.
Well, he had Harris on
he
the.
He don't grab Hippolyte from Miami.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So he don't. He's thinking like that. He don't grab at least about 3 of them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So he thinking a lot of guys from Dade he don't grab. So what I'm saying is it's the same thing. I'm talking about from FAU. Ain't not one staff came in, even going back to Lane Kiffin with that thought process. Now, hopefully they see this and they change the thought. You know, but. They got to start doing that. Okay, I'm not saying 5 may be too many for you to take, but take 3.
Take 3.
Right? If you know you got 3 of our elite programs at a particular time, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to take from those 3 elite. Now, I know elite changes every 5 years, but.
Wasn't it Jamal Murray? He was a head coach before at Atlantic, before this new guy we got there now. TJ. Yep. No, not TJ. One after TJ. Jamal. His name Jamal Murray?
Oh, yeah, he not there.
Jamel.
Yeah.
He ain't coach? If I was FAU, hey, come on.
There you go.
Cause he got the pipeline.
No, not just that. You go take TJ from Bethune.
You could go take TJ from Bethune.
TJ Bethune.
You could take both of them.
So you go get TJ from Bethune.
Not everything in Derry come to me.
Where you think they going?
Everything.
And you have to tell TJ, your zone is Derry.
Right.
You ain't got to leave.
You ain't got to leave. That's your zone.
Your zone is Derry.
Right there.
Just go sleep at a lane.
Right.
That's it. Right. So everything that's elite need to come to FAU. That's it. Right. DJ Bolden is at.
He was at D3 school. He was at D3 school. Now he's at South Carolina State, I believe. South Carolina State.
Go get DJ Bolden. Everything from Hogan. Right. Everything in Begley.
Everything, both of all that.
Right.
All that.
Lewiston. everything out west. Come that way. I'm saying you gotta grab all that. So if you're thinking along that line, it's completely different, bro. Completely different.
I mean, nobody's at Lane Kiffin. He did take more Palm Beach County kids. But it wasn't a bunch of them, you know what I'm saying? It just took more than everybody else did.
That's not consistent. Yeah, you're right. But that won't be a consistent thing.
Right.
The consistent thing gonna be if you place, because in order for them to bless you, they're gonna. Because again, if not, you're gonna be battling all the time. Lane Kiffin ain't get the elite of the county.
No.
You see what I'm saying? No. He got this kid here and there, but when I'm saying to get the elite of the county, you gotta take the same type of pathway that the elite programs take. Mm-hmm. Soon you get a head coaching job in that particular town or that city, right? That city, go and tap into the high school and hire you one of the staff members of the high school. Not saying you're gonna take the head coach, because head coach ain't go, but an assistant or whatever. A high school coach ain't gonna beat you out for no assistant.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, go take one of them, bring them into your program, so now you gotta weigh into that particular city in that town or whatever it may be. And then you have a connection to understand what kid is elite and what not elite, whatever. So you may not need too much of the 247, right. Not in that county, because you know the county.
But I mean, if you're at FAU or FIU, I mean, I don't even 247. No, it ain't gonna benefit me like that.
It doesn't.
None of that gonna help me.
No, it wouldn't. But I'm saying like even it don't help them, but it just gives them the same vision. You talk about the gates,
right?
You see what I'm saying? I just think the gate got to be different, because even when they say, because they get it from Miami. Miami put a gate around Broward, Dade, and Palm Beach. Mm-hmm. When they were talking about that gate, they were talking about that 4 and 5 star gate.
Right.
They weren't talking about the 2 and 3 star gate.
Right.
They talking about the 4 and 5 star gate. So when the 4 and 5 star gate around the 3 counties is like that, it's completely different. If I put a gate around the 4 and 5 stars in the county,
right.
That's the gate that they talking about.
Yeah, don't stop.
FAU gate is the same way. They might like, okay, well, y'all keep talking about we don't take the kid from Palm Beach County, but the kids that we want, y'all don't send them to us. Y'all send them to Mississippi State.
Smaller gate.
Right. Y'all sending them to Nebraska. Y'all not sending them to us. And because y'all not sending them to us, all right, well, I go somewhere and get something else. But I just think like to build that tie. Like I said, right now, the guy been there, 2 months now?
Yeah.
Is anybody from Palm Beach County is hired there?
No.
You see what I'm saying? That's my point. I think he actually probably fired a couple of them. Well,
I know he got rid of, I don't know how the situation was with Rock Barinelli, who had been at FAU for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a D-line coach. He just left to go to Auburn, I believe.
I want to say Kurt Majid.
I don't think he He got fired. Yeah,
But I'm saying he was there last year.
He was there. Yeah, he was there.
So
He done,
that's what I'm saying. He retained him, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. That's a Palm Beach kind of guy. So I'm just saying, like to that point, you got Terry Brandon right now coaching at Nebraska. Why he ain't the FAU coach?
Devon Brown. He now he's
Western Kentucky.
DC.
Why he ain't the FAU coach?
And he went to FAU.
You see what I'm saying? But those same guys will push in and recruit here in the county because they know the county.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, in the day, like, if FAU to be able to change the trajectory about what's going on, soon you got hired, right? You got the core guys you're gonna have, right? You got your guys who you're gonna coach with. You got that. You got that on lock. Now, let me go to. I'm gonna take the top 3 or 4 high schools, and I'm gonna go into those high schools, and I'm gonna pull one of those assistants and put them on my staff. Now, you may not put them in no role. You got unlimited coaches.
Quality control, whatever.
Unlimited coaches. Mm-hmm. So guess what? I got a coach that's just standing right here. He ain't saying too much. He might be holding the card up. I don't know what he's doing. Right. But guess what? He holding the card up, and he from Atlantic High School.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But he on my staff.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 3 of them like that. You see what I'm saying? West Boca, wherever. I got 3 of them like that. And if you have them like that, so now guess what? So now when that coach come back on campus,
right.
Oh, that's coach so-and-so, so-and-so, even though he's at wherever he at. Because when Mario Cristobal send the guy from Miami Central on Miami Central.
Right, yeah, guess
what? He ain't got to show his ID badge coming through.
Yeah, he's walking there.
He walk in there.
And he walking out with something.
Come on, man.
He walking out with something.
Go eat lunch, go do whatever he want to do. You see what I'm saying? So I just think, like, we got to get, I see the whole Twitter thing with the FA. I just think, I hope they take this, what I'm saying right now, and they go do, start doing that. I know Luke is big down there in Dade. He makes sure you got to hire his guys down there. He'll go at University of Miami. He love Miami. Right. He'll go at them if they don't got a guy. You know what I'm saying? So,
we don't have no big name like that can put, you know what I'm saying, they got some weight on
people.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or you got people go at people, but we don't have nobody got to weight behind.
Right,
you know
right. Luke go at him.
Luke go at him, and he got weight
If
behind.
they don't hire somebody from Miami, Luke going at it. You know what I'm saying? He'll talk about all of them. If you sitting in the office with him that week, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I respect how Luke do it down there.
Yeah, man. FAU, man. If you see this, we just gave y'all some gems.
Tell him where to get it.
You just gave y'all some gems with hired coaches and showcases.
Hire these coaches and showcase. Hire these coaches, and you'll get that gate that you want.
Yeah.
You'll get that gate that you want, because now those coaches will push those elite talented guys to stay home. You know what I'm saying? If you got a really nice stadium too.
They got a great stadium. That's why I say the showcase that's every year. That should be an every year thing.
You can pat that out, man.
Every year you should everything. But hey, man, yo, that's the episode, man. You know what I'm saying? We give y'all a lot of good stuff, man. So we want to give y'all everything. But again, that's the end of the show, man. I'm Coach T, and that is Coach Tmo.
All right, see you next time.